Hello and welcome to Teach Crest International. I am your host, Ruth Kerubo. In case you're new here, karibu sana. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Asante sana. Be blessed abundantly. So, today, what are we discussing? So, today we're going to look into academic excellence. In this video, you expect to see the definition of academic excellence. Why is it important to achieve academic excellence? We're also going to address how to achieve academic excellence and some of the strategies that you can use to achieve academic excellence. Moreover, we're also going to tackle the notion whether school is a scam or not. Alright? So keep tuned here, don't go anywhere. So you might ask, what is academic excellence? So academics basically are things, books, yeah, school, yeah, academia. Then when we come to excellence, this comes from a Latin word to mean to differ. So basically when you're talking about excellence is to stand out, to be different, what distinguishes you from the rest. It can also mean to be extraordinary, good in quality, yeah. It can also mean something that is extremely good, it's superior in quality and quantity. So we can generally say that academic excellence is when one becomes extraordinary, um, best or good at what they do, and that is academics. What am I saying? Yeah, I'm trying to say that a person who is academically excellent is a person who has exceeded the expectation. Yeah, they have outperformed the expectations. Yeah. So why is academic excellence beneficial or of relevance? Why are we even talking about it? One, we are born and created by a God of excellence. So in whatever we do, we must be excellent, and that includes academics. Because we keep saying that we are the heads and not the tails. So it means we have to be leading, yeah? We were even given authority to have dominion. So to have dominion means that you have to lead. It means you have to be excellent, you have to be superior, yeah. So that's one reason for superiority and dominion. Number two, it's good to have academic excellence so that you can bag some of the opportunities. Yeah, let's say you come from an underprivileged family, maybe they're a poor background, maybe you're a total orphan. Yeah, you'll find even more scholarships. They'll be like, we are looking for smart, or rather bright but needy students to sponsor. So if you find yourself that you are academically excellent, you will bag that opportunity. That will make you stand out in a crowd. You will become a tutorial fellow because you were good at it. Maybe you got a first class honors. You will be sponsored for your masters and hopefully for your PhD. So this would have technically saved you the time and money that you would have used out of your pocket trying to go and get that money to achieve your dream. So it will have eased that pressure. How wonderful is that? Lower levels, when you're academically excellent, you'll tend to find the cream de la cream. Maybe you will go to the national schools, the provincial schools in that cadre, yeah? Because you are exceptionally good. So that would be one of the rewards. Sounds nice? Yeah. So another reason is for career opportunities. Yeah, academic excellence will ensure that you are in a path that you considered for your vocation as well as occupation for a lifetime. For example, you want to be an engineer, it means you have to excel in sciences, in math. You want to be let's say a teacher, you you know, you have to excel whether you like it or not. You want to be a medic, no one will trust a person who has failed, so you have to be good at it. Yeah. And that's why yesterday, as you were looking under self-respect, I said one of the characteristics of a self-respecting person is a person who excels in their craft. They are good at it. So yeah. Another reason why academic excellence is important is for inspiration. Let's say you are the first person in generations in your community to even go to maybe university. You'll be an inspiration to the rest. You will have stood out. You'll be used as an example. You'll have set a pace for your siblings and the rest, even for your children if they will come along, because they'll know irrespective of what time you achieve that. We have seen even older folks as as young or as old as maybe 60 years going for that PhD, and you're like, you are in your sunset years, why do you have to endeavor to get that PhD? So it could be not necessarily for work, but in this case to set a pace, to a dedication sort of to the people we love, to show them that whatever the mind can conceive, it can indeed achieve. Yeah, those are in the words of Nelson Mandela. Yeah. Another reason for academic excellence is, of course, prestige. Academic excellence comes with recognition for your academic prowess. People will be like, that is the number one. You learned your chopping. She had a first class honors, or he had a first class honors. Yeah, that's a doctor. Yeah, eh? Not a doctor for a medic, but it can be even both. We find people even actually are called doctor. Yeah, doctor for the practicing of medicine, as well as doctor for philosophy, doctor of philosophy in a certain area of specialization. How wonderful is that? So yeah, as it comes, it even gets to elevate your self-esteem. Yeah, because they're recognizing your effort. It's not easy, so yeah, you deserve it. When you're academically excellent, you tend to find that you will nurture healthy relationships. Yeah, especially with your sponsors, academic sponsors. You find that for you to be sponsored, there are, yeah, in the first place, you are bright, but you need to be consistent in maintaining that. You don't get too comfortable with that. So if you want to continue being funded, it means you have to be academically excellent to nurture that relationship. Even with parents, they have invested, so they expect a lot. Same to teachers. When you find some your student or learner or pupil is excelling, you feel good. You tend to find even ways to nurture that relationship so that they can achieve their dreams. Yeah. But the moment one is academically mediocre, along the way you even lose hope with them. I'm not advocating for people to lose hope on them. We can give chance, yeah, but that is how life is. So academic excellence will ensure that you have healthy relationships, especially with the education stakeholders that are in charge. Gets to give you confidence. You're going to that interview, if for real you are convinced that that was your work, you'll have confidence because you are competent enough. So you'll go there and package yourself and win and bag that opportunity because of academic excellence. And in fact, it will have set you apart. For example, if it was a competitive role, everyone maybe has an AAA, all of them have something, so you'll have to look for something else that will remove the tie, even if it's at subject level, unit level. So yeah, academic excellence will help you to stand out in such areas. So academic excellence will ensure that you live a productive life. You have seen situations whereby one maybe has failed and they tend to kill themselves, or they get frustrated. If they had excelled academically, they'll not even have such suicidal thoughts to begin with. So academic excellence gets somehow to put you in a good mood. It cheers you up. Yeah. Also, academic excellence ensures that you have intellectual fulfillment. Yeah. So the curiosity that you had, you get to even have a wider um, global viewpoint on various aspects. Yeah, because now your academic excellence may be proven by your grades, will be a testament that you have some knowledge about how the world runs. And finally, academic excellence ensures that the spirit of excellence is nurtured, because success, academic success that is, doesn't come on a silver platter. So it acts as a model of what to expect even in real life. Yeah, you'll be given a certificate in school, but you'll be given a certificate in life. Like, what life throws at you, you need discipline. So you can see you will tend to abhor things like laziness. You will know that you need to sacrifice. You will tend to shy away from things that are not constructive. You'll tend to avoid mediocre things coming from a point of disinterest, indecision, past thinking, compromise, ignorance, and even fear. So, those are some of the reasons why academic excellence is vital for any human being. I want to know, how do you get to cultivate academic excellence? Now that I've said it doesn't come on a silver platter, what exactly is expected of an individual? Yeah, first, to be honest, academic excellence is a product of two things: nature and nurture. So, nature basically is all about yourself. You need to know maybe your genes, what are your weaknesses, what are your strengths, what are you good at. For example, if you understand yourself and you know that you do better, maybe you tend to excel when you're working as a group than doing solo study. You'll get to know when are your peak times that you're likely to study or not. So it will help you to somehow reduce time for doing trial and errors. Yeah, you'll be so precise, you'll know what exactly you want. Obviously, from good genes, you'll be tend to be intelligent. Yeah, you'll not be straining in some areas because you're innately gifted. Yeah, and we have such guys. Yeah, the gifted and highly talented individuals, and they tend to excel at their craft with ease. Yeah, on top of that, you need to look at what are your self beliefs. Do you believe in yourself that you can be the best, that you can unleash your potential, that you cannot be saying that so and so performed very well because they are gifted, whereas you find that they had to put in a lot of effort. So, need to have beliefs that will make you achieve academic excellence. The second thing about nurture, now that you have known who you are, you have engaged in self discovery, and it has led to a journey of recovery, you need to know things that you need to nurture, things that you need to develop, to construct. And this will include your self-esteem. You'll need to build on your goal setting and vision plans, the strategies that you'll take. You get to develop your grit, the internal toughness. You get to develop your attitude so that you're leveraging yourself towards academic success. You get to build on relationships, etc, etc. And out of these products, nature or the universe will tend to connect the dots, yeah, if they will align. For example, if you're putting in the necessary effort, um obviously you'll see the success, right? So I want to highlight very fast some of the things that you can do to achieve academic excellence, and I wrote them on my book. Yeah, some are things that I've done and they are proven strategies. So one is to have self-esteem. Yeah, you need to develop your the way you perceive yourself, that you can excel. You know, you're going to be faced with academic situations whereby people come from different backgrounds in terms of finance, economic, social, religious, and there'll be that shock. But once you develop a high self-esteem, it will be easier for you to even do consultations, ask questions in class, uh, make discussion groups with the rest of the people irrespective of their background, so that you're an active participant. And obviously that will mean that you will be tapping to that to achieve maximum excellence. It's about self discovery. Get to have a journey where you even know who you are, you even know the kind of category or academically where you are you an A student, B student, C student, D, E, whatever, so that you even know how much effort you need. Obviously someone like an A student will not need much effort to achieve academic excellence, but they need to be disciplined again, just like that. And this will even reduce pressure. You know, we have those parents who are like, you need to get an A, yet they know very well their kids don't have that potential, and in the end, due to that pressure, it even leads to suicide. uh, but once you're true to yourself and like, this is where I belong, you will tend to put in the measures to be your best, absolute best, without competing with anyone. There's no aspect of competition in this case. You're just competing with yourself to be a better person. Thing is about setting goals, and they need to be smart. That is, they're specific, they're measurable, they're achievable, they're realistic, and time bound. And this will keep you accountable, it will keep you motivated. They will help you to have a parameter on which to assess your progress, because we say progress is progress. Yeah, progress is better than perfectionism. So you'll be able to say, maybe last time I had 350 marks, this time I'm trying to go towards maybe 370, and these are the strategies. Maybe you want 400 marks in KCPA, you have 5 subjects. Obviously it means that in every subject you need to get at least 80. If not so, it means there are subjects that you'll need to even get 100 to compensate for the ones that will be having a 60 or a 70 for you to achieve that goal. Yeah, and that leads me to the next thing about strategies. What are you putting in place to towards achieving academic excellence? Are you willing to burn the midnight oil? Are you consulting? Are you going for discussion groups? Are you using mnemonics? Yeah, things like songs, short forms. Going for tutorials? Are you doing your assignments? All these are strategies. Maybe even being involved in tuition, night preps, what morning preps. What are you willing to put in to ensure that you achieve academic excellence. And this even includes for institutions. Maybe some even get to have how do we call, a block timetable, so that you have, and then you group your students into different categories, so that according to their potential, that is, so you get to address them, not as individual as a whole, but you get to have individualized lesson plans, so that you can deliver the best content that will be helpful to them. Yeah. The next thing for you to achieve academic excellence is about your attitude. They say that attitude determines your altitude. So if you have a negative attitude, it's very low, obviously you will not go so far. So have a positive attitude, be optimistic towards your school, even if it's not your choice of school. Maybe it was due to circumstances that you found yourself there, but anyway, you just let it slide and work towards achieving your goals. You have positive attitude towards your teachers, positive attitude towards your peers, a positive attitude in the very subject, and you will excel because you'll be feeling motivated. But if you have a low or poor attitude, negative attitude, you'll be putting in less effort, and it will reflect on your academics. Yeah. Another thing is to focus. You need to have laser focus. 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 You need to focus, be disciplined enough to even know how to manage the little resources that are within you to achieve what you want. Maybe time, it could be the books, stand, because you cannot be saying that I read today, so I don't read tomorrow and I wait for exam time. It doesn't work like that. You need to be disciplined enough to be consistently showing up even when you feel like it's not necessary. Additionally, you need to have what I can term as to step out of your comfort zone. Maybe you are a student, then you have been getting A minuses. You need to stand out, and for you to be counted, you need to put in some effort, do extraordinary things to get out of that comfort zone. You'll need even to quit some friendships. Yeah, you'll need to quit from people who even mock education. Yeah, because the more you stay with them, the more interested you'll become. So you need to have the courage to step out from some camps that are not serving you. Another thing you need to have is none other than sacrifice. Be committed. There's a law of sacrifice, that for every sacrifice that you make, it will not go unrewarded. So what are you willing to sacrifice? Is it your sleep? Is it the little money that you have, maybe so that you can buy a certain book that you needed? Is it the friends that you're going to cut out so that you can have more time to study? What are you willing to forego? And are you hungry enough for academic excellence so that you can be able to sacrifice? Have is distinction control. What makes you stand out? What is the hallmark of excellence? Maybe it is the way you even phrase your work, your handwriting. Does it stand out? Because let's say for compositions, your handwriting definitely will play a role even when you don't have content. Yeah, how you have presented your work, someone at least will have the interest to read. So what is that distinction control? What are you using to stand out? How are you even phrasing your answers? And that's why we usually involve the examiners, yeah, to facilitate on the examination language, yeah, and how you should respond. For example, if you're asked to distinguish, definitely what the examiner is looking for is the two conjunctions, either while or whereas, or on the other hand. Nothing more, nothing less. So it would be a 0 or 2 marks. Nothing like a half or yeah. It's about adaptability. Maybe you have been transferred to another school. How fast you can adapt to the changes will ensure that you have academic excellence. Because if you're not able to adjust, it will be hard for you to advance. So if you're able to adjust maybe to homesick, the new environment, the culture shock, it will be a bit easier to now focus on academics, and definitely you'll be able to excel. So we have emotional control. Yeah, our emotions are valid, and this include jealous. Yeah. So in most cases, being jealous, for example, um, instead of okay, being envious about someone, you should be able to critique or question their excellence and ask them how do you get to achieve that, instead of feeling jealous to the extent that you even want to go as far as cheating so that you can be at par with them. Instead, be willing to learn from them, be humble, be yeah, humility. We talked about that in a previous video. So be humble enough to ask how they got there, how come their academic prowess. Observe them. So you need to be calm enough to even observe how they do their stuff. Another thing is about leveraging on relationships with peers, with the educators, with seniors and junior colleagues. And this is very important because you will, one, have a place where to even get resources. And for example, if it's from your roommate, you can request for a laptop and do your assignments. They can be your accountability partners, asking you what is your plan, have you done your assignments, such kind of things. But if you had a poor relationship with them, they will not lend you, so it will be a bit hard to achieve that. From your peers, they can also give you past papers you can get to discuss, and you don't cultivate this relationship because just to take. You have to be nice, you have to nurture them, because the truth is most of your friends or your networks will be from academics. Yeah, that's how you have nurtured most relationship. In any case, we spend most of our lives in school, so obviously most of our friends will be people who are once our schoolmates. Yeah, also when you have a good relationship with teachers, you'll have the privilege of even um, accessing them, getting to consult, yeah, even getting additional consultation free of charge, yeah, because they do believe in you. Senior colleagues, you will be able to be given a profile, maybe of even the lecturers that are going to teach you, the teachers, and you'll know what to expect. How do they mark? What are their work ethos? This will help you to prepare psychologically on how to behave around such educators. Get some guidance. Yeah, is that you need to be hardworking. Industry, this cannot be overemphasized. Nothing can replace the place of work. You have to work for results. You have to have the zeal. You have to be determined to get that academic excellence. It's not going to be handed to you like what. Yes, everyone has a potential, but you have to put in the necessary effort to get where you want to be. Another thing is that you need to adapt or adopt sorry, adopt a growth mindset. You need to be growing every day. You need to be a knowledge freak. You're willing to learn even things outside of your your course. Be flexible even in making your revision timetable. Yeah, and that will help you to achieve academic excellence. So wanted to talk about the next thing, but just drop it later, whether school is a scam or not.